Awful case back in the headlines.
There are certain names that will always be associated with evil, and Dante Arthur's is one of them. He was 20 years old in June 2006 when he decided to hide in a cubicle in the female toilets at a shopping centre in Perth's southeast. In what truly was every parent's nightmare, 8-year-old Sofia Rodriguez Arrutiashue went in the toilet soon after, and what happened next was so graphically, psychotically disturbing we aren't going to go into details, and that's saying something for this show. Suffice to say, Arthur's killed Sofia and was sentenced to 20 years in jail with a non-parole period of 13 years. The parole board denied him freedom in 2019 when he first came up for review.
But that's not the end of the story.
No, it's not. A very stupid law is tethering Sofia's family to this nightmare forever.
Sofia's family have to keep reliving this horror.
Yep. Arthur's was up for parole once more in 2022 and again just this week. The Arrutiashues are stuck on this macabre merry-go-round because the law requires Dante Arthur's be considered for parole every 3 years until he's released or he dies.
Why 3?
It's considered the time required for a prisoner to engage in meaningful rehabilitation, but the reality is it's an arbitrary figure and it can be changed. I know this because that's exactly what Mark McGowan did when he was Premier in 2018. Legislation passed that year meant serial killers and mass murderers were banned from parole consideration for up to 6 years. Gave families a bit more breathing space. But because Arthur's, that's him at his high school ball, because he killed only 1 little girl, not 2, he isn't considered bad enough to warrant the extended time period. It's ridiculous because Arthur's is never going to be released. The parole board can recommend that he's freed until they're blue in the face, but it's up to the Attorney General of the day to make the final call. And the fastest way for an Attorney General to become an ex-Attorney General is releasing one of the nation's most reviled child killers. Arthur's had a list. John Quigley understood the entire parole process was too politicised. Before he quit politics, he was seriously considering removing the Attorney General's discretion in this matter, leaving it completely to the parole board so there was no political interference. The guy who replaced Quigley, that's Tony Booty, knew how the politics would play out this week.
Strong words from him.
Yeah, I saw. This was a shocking and evil crime that shook all West Australians to the core and still does today, he said. He had to come out strong because a former cop linked to the case created a petition with 173,000 signatures calling for Arthur's to remain caged. There was another quote from Booty that didn't receive as much publicity. It is impossible to comprehend the pain and suffering Sofia's family have endured and are forced to live with every day, and my thoughts are with them. Tony, one of the reasons they're forced to live with it every day is knowing there's another parole bid around the corner and another one after that. We all know it won't happen. This guy will die in jail, the same way Catherine Burney will die in jail. Gwyneth killer William Mitchell will die in jail. Claremont serial killer Bradley Edwards will die in jail. So why put the families through it? I'm Ben Harvey.